Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are. Welcome, anyone. CW, I'm down here in the dungeon at books, travels, history, and tales.com. I always want to say that, but it's not so don't look for it. We're just on YouTube. Um, looking for a new job? The military might be the answer for you. Here's the top 10 trending things going on in today's military, not just ours, but everybody's. So let's see what we can dig up. As you know, artificial intelligence is one of the biggest things you can do, not just for logistics anymore, and not just guessing for what your enemy is going to do. We've been doing that game long enough all by ourselves and just as piss poor as ever. Um, but artificial intelligence will continue to grow. Like I said, if you're going to go see a military recruiter, request this because he's going to line you up with studying algorithms and uh, anticipating maintenance, not like we're the Russian army who anticipated it but sold it to somebody else and then pocketed the money. Ask anybody in Ukraine, but something like that. So, artificial intelligence, that's a trend you can look for in the United States military and other militaries. Cyber warfare, this is going to get good. If you're good at cracking codes, usually I send people like this to Fort Meade or the Puzzle Palace or no such agency, but there's a good chance for you to get a start there. How to super encrypt or cryptic sonic. Neat stuff. Sending codes, breaking codes. In the 70s, there used to be something called frequency hopping. All passe now. Used to pick up an agent, could pick up something in the field as big as one of the old safety razors, transmitted a quick message. It would transcript over 128 different frequencies, hard to detect. Now we're just looking at something like 9.2 billion code bytes of information within a second everywhere in the internet, almost impossible to trace or put together once you find it. So, yeah, might want to think about that. Good job. Unmanned systems and weapons. Yeah, you have fun flying that drone. How would you like to design a new drone? One that can fly and bomb, set it and forget it. You could be doing that now. Don't worry just about drones. What about using that drone to drive an entire convoy? Yeah, your military will be doing that itself next time. It'll just be driving troops or supplies. There won't be anybody driving the trucks, but they'll get there. Oh, good stuff, yeah. Hypersonic weapons development. Okay, I had to look this one up. India, the country of India, just tested positively its hypersonic um, vehicle. Hypersonic is like 5 times the speed of sound. I don't even know what that is computed. I mean, the speed of sound is like 767 miles per hour. I mean, boom, you know what happens. How does that even stay together? When I was growing up, we had the Sprint missile from Martin Marietta. It flew too fast. It would start to fall apart because of the friction with the air. I don't even know what they're going to do with this. Okay, well, yeah, so you got those systems coming up. Space as a military domain. This scares me. President Trump established a space force. It took off. It's a good idea, but not for defense only. All I can think of about is the old raise the Titanic. We're going to have a shield over. But, Star Wars, Ronald Reagan, we would have satellites that would detect harmful other satellites and blow them up or shoot them out of the air, sky. So you could actually do this. You fly a plane up high enough, drop a drone that would rocket up and blow up that, yeah, things are getting cheaper. Think about that if you're inclined. Pretty good idea. So you're smarter than average, good at mathematics, quantum technology. There you go. Keep in mind that most of it's just theory anyway, so you can't go wrong until you prove it's wrong. But they talk about quantum, you know, encryption. This is beyond my mind. If it's not a letter, I can't figure it out. Well, it's not just a letter, it's a small code, and we buried it inside another code, and it's just a string. So you don't know anything about it until we get to you. Quantum, nanotechnology. So if you're really gifted with numbers and science, you might want to go into this. Modernization of nuclear arsenals, and this is scary. When we were doing this originally, it was a good thing because it was after 1989. The Soviet Union was no more, wink, wink. Um, and we started to help them disassemble stuff. And that's when they realized, hey, we're missing some bombs. Well, you know, you can be looking for those, trying to disassemble those, or worse, resorting to making those things up. God, in the 60s, we had Frog 7, Luna M. These were small artillery pieces that could shoot a 3 to 20 kiloton warhead. We had these in 1962. It was kind of a scary moment. The Soviets had them, they were quite accurate. But then again, they were only going like 25 clicks away. So, yeah, neat. You could probably start developing those. I mean, we've already seen the Russians develop these things. Put them in a little stick pin. You don't write what we like, we stab you with an umbrella. You die 2 days later. Yeah, you might want to work for that ABC company I know in Langley. They're pretty good guys, but they, put you somewhere in research and development. Mm, hybrid, yeah, hybrid warfare. Start practicing simple things. Cyber attacks. God, a day doesn't go by that I don't get a warning from a banker or something, or an insurance company. Last time, hey, we were hacked. Sorry about that. Someone may have your date of birth. Keep an eye on your banking account. Yeah, well, you start doing this on a wide scale, they'll start calling you, North Korea. So we need guys in the military who can combat this, and they all don't have to be bad guys. They should be in the military. Think about it. If you're good with numbers and you can type really fast and you can feel your way around a code, this might be for you. Um, there's other little things in this, like upsetting electrical grids, communication services, economic systems. I can see Bitcoin going right down I can't say that, going right down the tubes. Yeah, it's just that fragile. But you may have to be the guy on the defense to protect us from that. One of my favorites, PMCs. Ah, Wagner. Yeah, asked him how well that does in Ukraine. Private military contractors, mercenaries. Mm, I know some of these guys, they're not mercenaries. They um, they do some military service, and then they get hired by like the State Department or other agencies, like in a bad part of the world. Think 13 hours. If you're coming out of the military and you kind of want to still stay in it and get some really good money plus good tax benefits, like you're not taxed, um, PMC. I do not recommend you going into, you know, gun for hire type of thing. That just doesn't pay, and it's kind of short lived. Ah, yes. Finally, though, the biggest ones everybody pushes climate change, resource conflicts. Hey, we only got so much water, except when we drill down 28 miles. Only so much water, only so much oil. But remember, trying to get away from oil, you know. And I like what some people think the air propellers or, the air wind generators, they don't make electricity until actually the wind works. But the military will start being used mostly for rescue, relocating. Keep an eye out for Elon Musk when he starts building these blockable homes, a little bit smaller, where you can put like 4 family members in one little block that's, 5 by 5, put it up like in 20 minutes. Yeah, I could see that. Okay, that's about all I have for today. Just something, if you're thinking about a career, go see your military recruiter and tell them how good you are at some of this stuff. Other than that, hmm, nothing wrong working at Tractor Supply. Enjoy your life. Ah, sorry. I got off on a tangent there, didn't I? Well, that's history, or it soon will be history. It's going to be in the past. But think about what you want to do in the future. I'll see you tomorrow when we talk about today. Bye.